and welcome to another exciting episode of
Fright Asylum,
where today we're going to start this episode off with
The Canal.
A man suspects his wife of cheating, so he does a little bit of investigating, and the results are deadly. In this okay horror movie, it wasn't too bad.
The acting was pretty good, and the effects were decent.
Yeah, and the story, well, the story was pretty decent as well. It's just that it dragged a lot, and it seemed kind of boring at times.
Yeah, it was a little slow. That's why we're going to leave this one up to you guys.
And let you decide.
And we're going to call this one a...
Rent at your own risk!
And here's your skull rating.
We give The Canal 2 skulls.
And up next we have...
Fear Clinic.
A doctor tries to cure his patients of their fears and phobias in this really good horror movie. The acting was really good.
The special effects were really good. And the story, well, the story kept you interested all the way to the end.
Yeah, it definitely kept you watching.
Yep, in fact...
Here's your skull rating.
We give Fear Clinic 3 skulls.
Check out this footage from
Shock Pop Comic-Con
2015 Fort Lauderdale.
Hi, I'm Ken Kersinger, aka Jason from Freddy vs. Jason, and you're watching Fright Asylum.
This is Sean Cunningham.
And I'm Robbie Morgan.
And you are watching Fright Asylum.
This is Ari Lehman, the first Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, and you're watching Fright Asylum. Jason never dies.
Hi, this is Ryan Hurst, Obi from Sons of Anarchy. I'm watching Fright Asylum.
Hey, this is Marcus Cook. You're watching Fright Asylum.
You are watching Fright Asylum. I have no idea where the hell the hooligans are.
My name is David Anders, and you are watching Fright Asylum.
I'm Marshall Bell, and you are watching Fright Asylum.
Is this thing on?
I'm going to egg you on. I'm going to sit here.
Okay.
We're doing a roast.
Let's do a roast. Okay, let's do a roast. Yes. I know, Woody.
Thank you all for coming. Big round of applause.
Oh.
Thank you all for coming. You want me to start asking questions?
Oh yeah, now's the question. Oh, okay, yes.
Okay, if you were building a Mount Rushmore of horror, what would be the 4 heads that you would put on the Mount Rushmore?
Very good. I would say Herschel Gordon Lewis.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
Cassandra Peterson. And oh my God.
Vincent Price. Put Vincent Price.
And Vincent Price.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Vincent Price.
That makes the girls in there and also the guys. The older ones, the younger ones, the in-between ones.
Okay.
But I wish there were 5 heads.
Okay, why do you want there to be?
Because then there should be Jason in there too.
Yeah. I was thinking like Jason,
I don't know which one.
Jason, Freddy, then I guess you could put Michael Myers in there, right?
Yeah, Michael Myers too. Let me get a 6-headed Mount Rushmore.
It'd be a big Mount Rushmore.
It would be.
So, at what point did you realize that you were a Scream Queen? Was it after The Living Dead, or were you?
No, it wasn't after. It was a while after Return of the Living Dead. It was probably when I did Premiere Magazine, and then they started naming me the Queen of Scream, the Scream Queen.
But was there a signature film that you think, was it Living Dead? Do you think that?
I think Return of the Living Dead really did it, and then a lot of other films where I'm screaming afterward.
And so the movie was very successful, am I right? It came out in '85, and George Romero's Day of the Dead came out around the same time, and the Day of the Dead bombed, and I think Living Dead did fairly well, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like I didn't pay attention as much, but I think the film has gotten more popular now than it did when it opened.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah, most likely. It's aged beautifully. A lot of films from that era have not.
No.
Well, they've become inadvertently campy.
Yes.
Which this film's tongue was always in its cheek, so again, it's aged very, very nicely.
Yes.
What do you think about the movie today, and how many times have you seen it?
I've only seen Return of the Living Dead probably, I'm trying to think, maybe 8 times at the most.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you go to these things and they screen it, you just
I don't like to watch myself, so, but I think the movie is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think what Dan did and what everyone did was, the actors, the sound guys, everybody in the crew and cast it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Again, the other thing that really strikes you in the movie is after Trash is resurrected, and she comes in that great dissolve scene where she's reborn, and the first time you see her attack, I guess one of the the cops in that mouth. Was that actually you, or was that a stand-in?
No, that was me. Yeah, no, that was me, but they made the one mask where the mouth was down here, so it really looked like it was biting big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really creepy.
Oh yeah, it was like a shark's mouth or something.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
What was it like to work with John Wayne in McHugh?
Yes.
Oh wow.
The Duke.
Well, contrary to what I heard a lot in my life in Hollywood, I think. Well, in fact, I know Mr. Wayne was a very, very, very good actor. And he had such naturalism in his work that he could do anything. For example, in Red River with John Ford directing and Monty Cliff playing opposite him, the most naturalistic actor in America at that time, Monty Clift. And the director said, look, I want you guys to pick up your cues, overlap, talk real fast. Well, John Wayne talking real fast,
No.
That's absurd. He did it.
Wow.
He really did it. He picked up cues as good as anyone, overlapped, talked fast, and made it seem like he was at ease. Very difficult for him, but he did it. So he was a great actor. That's my feeling. And McHugh wasn't a very good film. A great director. Sturgis directed it. He was on his last legs. He didn't much care. He was a little dried up at that point, and had some great actors in it. Eddie Albert at one time was a great film actor, like this girl. No, this girl's a great actor, and like many of us, I think vastly underrated as a professional film actress. She can play almost anything if given the chance. But the chance that she's had has been limited, like all of us. We have to find the role, one role. See, with that character she pulled in Return of the Living Dead, you know, I've taught acting for 60 years, and I watched these kids, and when she came in with that dry delivery, that's not in the script. That's the instinct of the great actress. Well, I don't know where you are, but I believe she did all that stuff. Come out of nowhere. Came out of her soul, the actor's soul.
Oh, I'll give you that $20 now.
Linnea is so well known for her animal rights and rescuing animals and dogs. Do you have a specific charity that you're involved with, or?
Are you involved in any charity or?
Just sex.
You are watching Fright Asylum.
You've just watched another exciting episode of Fright Asylum.
And remember, if it's on Woody's show,
It should be on yours.
see you next time.
Fear Clinic.
A doctor tries to cure his
Herpes.
Hey everybody, this is Zach Galligan from Gremlins, and you know what? I should be watching Fright Asylum.
The acting was really good.
The special effects were really good. Hey, and welcome to another exciting episode of
Fright Asylum. Check out. What am I doing?
Feel the need. I come and heed my warning.
Check out this footage from
Shock.
This is Ari Lehman, the first Jason from...
All right. I was gonna say Fright Asylum. Okay, you ready?
Check out this footage from
First you sell your soul, then you sell your flesh, then you just you gotta kill to pay the toll. Hide those bodies fresh, bring your best friend about to death. How you make a living in a living hell? That's how you make a living in a living hell. How you make a living in a living hell? Ah, yeah. Subjugate your mind, sacrifice your dreams. The ends will satisfy the means. The back house can sign, never mind the screams. You must be feeling your machine. I make a living in a living hell. How you make a living in a living hell? How you make a living in a living hell, baby?